In the last example, we talked about rate of change and slope based upon the some values in a table. And now what we're going to do is we're going to translate that into finding slope on a graph. And you can go back and forth in any case with this. So what is the slope of this line here? Well, we can do a couple things.
What do you need to find the slope? You need to find the rise and the run. You can use the graph to count units of rise and units of run.
So this is something that we'll start talking about now, and you may have heard this before and maybe not. But we talk about the slope of a line is rise over run. And what that means is how much does it go up divided by how much it goes over.
The rise of the line is up 2 units. And the run of the line is to the right 3 units.
Now, it's important to note that you see that they use the point right here, right? -2, -1. The next place that it hits right where the two lines come together, right? So see how like in these spots they come together? You measure from exact spot that you know to another exact spot you know. It'd be very hard to try to figure out what the distance is from here to here. You have to. It's just really useful to know that like given 2 points. Hope that's not confusing. I think that should make sense. You just once you have the given points, you can just go up 2 over 3.
So the slope of the line is 2/3.
Another thing that you can think about is that it's when you have a straight line and you're going to try to find slope, it's going to make a triangle, and essentially it's the height of the triangle divided by the base of the triangle. And this triangle is not set up perfectly; it's kind of upside down, but it's how tall the triangle is divided by how wide it is. Again, you have to make sure that it's the up and down on top and the side to side on the bottom, right? So that's rise over run.
Part B. What is the slope of this line?
So we're going to have something a little bit different in this line. And well, this is a very important thing to keep in mind here. That you can have the slope of your line can be either positive or negative. In the last example, it was positive. But let's look at this one.
The rise of the line is down 4 units. And the run of the line is to the right 5 units.
And a good question here is like, why is this down, right? Why is it not up in this way? It's because we read these graphs from left to right like we'd read a book. So if we find a point, we want to move this way to the next point, okay? I mean, I'll show you, you could also go back the other way too and get the same value. But this is a negative slope. If it's going downhill from left to right as you read it, it's negative. That's a quick and easy way to tell whether or not it's a positive or negative slope.
So the slope of the line is -4/5. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so this is a great time to try out what we just did here. Find your 2 points. They've given them to you. Make sure you know the ordered pair for them, like the location, and then you could figure out how much you're going up divided by how much you're going over. So probably a good time to pause, give it a shot, and then come back and see what you get. All right, let me give you a couple answer choices to look at and see what you got. So let me ask you this question. Does this line go up or down if you're looking at it from left to right? And it goes up, right? If you were going to start here and walk to the right, you'd be walking uphill. So it can't be this one and it can't be that one. So here's some good standardized test preparation for you. We can eliminate both those. And then we have to figure out, does it go up 2 and over 5 or up 5 and over 2? Well, this point goes up to here. Looks like we go up 2 and then over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's up 2 over 5, right? So we're looking at this one. So we'll show the correct answer, 2 over 5. And then the solutions page is here. We rise 2, and then we run 5. So that's pretty much it when it comes to finding the slope of a line on a graph. If you get caught in a, if you somewhere along the way you're just given 2 points, you can always graph it and count it out like that. I'll be showing you some other ways to do it mathematically that work as well. But if you can graph it, you can figure out the slope very easily. Okay, I'll see you back in the next video.